save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. Yeah. I'm getting over some kind of a virus or something. Okay, that's what I got to tell you. And a couple of things. When you are bedridden for a couple of days, throwing up and sick and everything, you tend to not do much. You tend to not do much. But what I do is I look for things on YouTube to watch because I mean, what would you do? What would you do if you were sick? So I make sure I don't have my okay. Good. Like I said, sometimes I leave things back there. I'll make sure I didn't leave anything back there. So I'm searching through the YouTube, okay, and I do have some packages to open up. There's a few packages over here, so do not be alarmed, okay. If you have not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. If you not hit that like button or the share button, share, like, subscribe, all that crap, do that now, please. Let me pause. Wait. Okay, that should be plenty of time. That should be plenty of time for you to do what you gotta do. So as I'm laying in bed, sick and bedridden and like just out of it. Okay, I'm out of it. Listen, my wife had to help me out of bed. You ever get to the point when you're so sick? Okay, you're so sick that you just don't care about anything. I'll tell you right now. One time I had kidney stones. And they took me to the hospital. And they ran out of a room. They took me in. They do your blood pressure and everything. They stick you back in the waiting room again. And then they come over to me and they tell me, oh, well, we have no room for you, so we're gonna put you on a gurney in a bed or whatever. We're gonna push you out into the hallway, and you're gonna stay in the hallway. Well, I guess my backside was hanging out, and my wife's like, well, you understand that you got a Johnny on, your backside's hanging out, and I looked at her and I said, listen, the pain that I'm in right now, do you think I really care? You think I really care that my back? I don't care that my backside. Let the world see I'm in that much pain. So I'm kind of recovering from that much pain and that much. I was just laying in bed. My wife had to come in. I'm throwing up all over myself. Okay, I had just eaten like a whole bunch of pizza the night before, so there's literally like pepperoni and peppers and listen, it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter because I was so damn sick.
Oh God! Why didn't anybody tell me? Oh my God! My insides are on fire!
So anyway, as I'm laying here in bed trying to recover from this virus thing, whatever it was, I'm watching YouTube, and what I'm watching is something piqued my interest in my For You page, or the something you might be interested in, or because you watched, and it was on the topic of disc rot. All right, hang on a second, people. Hang on a second. Disc rot. Okay. Now I'm looking at this guy, and he's got like 4K people that have viewed his channel, and he's talking about the disc rot. Okay, and then after I'm done watching this guy talking about his disc rot, I watched some other guy talk about his disc rot. And he's thanking the first guy for the information on the disc rot. Now, supposedly, if you own physical media, and this is specifically for Warner Brothers titles, okay? Warner Brothers titles, according to these people, have disc rot. Meaning, I guess if you purchase certain movies back in the day and you go to put them in now, that your discs are no longer any good. They've done rotted away. Oh my goodness, your physical media has been destroyed. Only Warner Brothers, though. For some reason, only Warner Brothers, according to this knowledgeable 12-year-old boy, I think he was like 12, 13, he seems to know that the pressing of the discs back in I guess the late 90s or whatever, or early 2000s, whatever the hell time that these discs were produced or whatever, they were making inferior discs. Okay, this is what this 12-year-old boy told me, and I'm a little skeptical. I'm feeling some skepticism. That's not even a word, but I'm feeling skeptic about this whole disc rot thing. I'm like, well, I've had burnt discs for years that I used to burn for when I used to work at the school and to play Disney movies and stuff like that. I've had video game systems that I've had discs for years and years. Original PlayStation discs had for years. Never encountered this disc rot that this child is telling me that the disc rot. So then I'm scrolling through the thing and I see this man. Now we got a man, and he opens up his thing with, I want to thank whatever the guy's name was for letting me know about this disc rot. So now I'm in a he's got me in, I'm already sick, but now I'm in semi panic. Now I'm like, oh my goodness, is my physical media going to just rot away? Am I going to get disc rot? Oh my goodness. So if you go on the kid's thing or whatever, he gives you a list of all of the stuff that has disc rot from Warner Brothers. So I'm looking at the titles and all the stuff that he owns, and the stuff that he's been watching or whatever. And I know one, this kid is, I mean, I'm exaggerating, 12 years old. He's got maybe 16, 17. I don't know, maybe 16, 17. That's what I'm feeling. But he's watching like old movies, like old stuff that a normal 17-year-old, 16-year-old boy would not be watching. Okay, like I'm talking like old, like Fred Astaire type stuff, like the something collection that is like stuff that just normal kids that age do not watch. So I'm confused. Okay, but then he started bringing up a couple other ones. So I'm like, okay, let's look at this list. Let's see if I have anything in my collection that may possibly have this disc rot. And he explains this disc rot like this. I guess on the outside of the disc, the rot starts to eat from the outside inward. Okay, so for some reason, your discs are gonna, according to this kid, your discs are gonna, your Warner Brother discs are gonna turn gold, and they're gonna start eating themselves from the outside in. All right, people. So let's go on. He gives us a list. He gives me a list or whatever. Supposedly your original. I'm gonna throw out the ones that I'm figuring that more than likely you own in your possession, because I own these in my possession and I checked them, and I will tell you what happened. One of them was, there's two of them in that just pop out in my head because I was able to grab them right away to see if there was this disc rot. Do I have this rot of disc? Okay, is my physical media is it imploding? Is it destroying itself? Are they self-destructing? Okay, what is this disc rot? So, first one on the list was Dog Day Afternoon, the original DVD. Now, we're only talking DVDs here. Supposedly, Blu-rays do not disc rot. Supposedly, 4Ks do not disc rot. Only DVDs and only Warner Brother titles. I guess that's a thing according to this boy. Okay? So I put in my copy of Dog Day Afternoon, which I will throw out there, is a snapper cover, so you do know that's the OG Dog Day Afternoon. I put it in, and in my Blu-ray slash DVD player, not my 4K slash DVD slash Blu-ray player, just my Blu-ray slash DVD player, and I hit the play button, and it played perfectly fine. I fast forwarded past everything. It played perfectly fine. I went to the bonus features. It played perfectly fine. No issue whatsoever. So the next thing that was on the list that I owned, that I saw on there, because I have no interest in like Tora or whatever. There was a couple weird ones on there. I was like, listen, I'm not that worried because I don't own half of these titles, because these are all like movies that just don't even pique my interest whatsoever. But maybe they pique your interest. I don't know. If you have these weird movies in the list, and I'm not even going to send you on his direction, because I'm not sure whether or not this was a scam or not. I'm not sure if this was clickbait or not, because he never showed physically what it did when he put it in his player. I will tell you, the second one on the list was the Metal Tin Superman collection. Now, since then, I've upgraded to the 4K Blu-ray collection of Superman, so I'm not really concerned. I wasn't really concerned about the tin Superman version of the DVD collection, but he's like, oh well, part one is changing color. Okay, this is a thing, I guess. The original DVD color is now not the right color, and disc 2 was not playing, I think he said, and I think disc 3 and 4 were perfectly fine, but supposedly these things are self-destructing. Okay, this is like the Get Smart of of DVDs, is the Warner Brother collection back in the day. Okay, your DVDs will self-destruct. Watch out. Be careful. So I put in Superman, Star Wars. I put in Superman. Put in the first disc, perfectly fine. Put in the second disc, perfectly fine. Put in the third disc, perfectly fine. Now this is my question. This is my question for this. If this is true or not true, I have no idea at this point. As far as on my end, total fabrication. Okay, I have not had a issue with one Warner Brother old DVD, and I'm talking about I got some old Warner Brother DVDs, the Snapcase ones there. Usually, when I go looking, like when I go thrift store shopping, I actually look for the original Snapcase Warner Brothers DVDs because those are usually the ones that are either worth more money or hard to find, or they have not been produced on a Blu-ray format yet. So I'm gung ho about grabbing them. And then this boy puts the fear of God in me that I'm gonna lose my physical media collection. Well, I tell you, everything that I put in that he had on his list that I owned in my collection played perfectly fine. So I don't know if this kid lives in a dungeon. I don't know if he's storing his media in like a swamp. I don't know if he's got it in like his basement. I don't know where he's storing his media. But I will tell you right now, my friends, I keep my media at in my it's in my bedroom. It's my this fortress of solitude here, which is my bedroom, okay? At a regular temperature of around 65 to 70 degrees at all times. I've had all of these movies since the day that I mean, I literally bought the Star Wars I won't keep wanting to say Star Wars. Superman metal tin collection the day it was the day it came out. I bought it from Best Buy. Dog Day Afternoon was one of those. I think I ordered it from like a Columbia House DVD club from back in the day or whatever. It's perfectly fine. So I do not know if I mean, if he is having problems. I mean, I hate to disregard that there might be a problem, but because there is like maybe a handful of people. If you put in disc rot or DVD disc rot or Warner Brothers disc rot, there's a bunch of people on there that are state in the same kind of situation. My question to them would be, is where are you storing your discs? Where are you keeping these discs? I mean, I'm assuming that. Listen, I've kept discs in my car. Now, I'm sure everybody's done this. If you have CDs and you take a CD or you burn a CD, because back in the day we make mixtapes. Well, I make mixed CDs, okay? And I like to put the mixed CD in my car while I'm driving because I still listen to CD. My car's so old it still has a CD player, okay? I don't even have a plug thing for my iPod or my phone or whatever. I don't even have that's how old my car is, okay? I don't even have that kind of technology. So I'm still playing CDs in my car. Now, I will tell you, if I take a CD and I put the CD on my dashboard, or I keep it in the sunlight, or it stays in my car for 2 or 3 months with the sun beating on it, yeah, it does change colors. Sometimes it does burn up. I know for a fact if you take a CD or a Blu-ray or a DVD or whatever, you throw it in the microwave for about 2 or 3 minutes, it starts to crackle and break and everything. Well, who the hell is doing that to their physical media? So the biggest question I'm having is, where is this kid storing his discs? Well, is he not caring for his media? I mean, is that what's going on here? Because I've yet to encounter, and I'm gonna knock on wood on this because I don't want to ruin anything, but I've yet to encounter any disc rot on any of my old Warner Brother title DVDs whatsoever. I tried every one that I own, even ones he didn't have on his list, the ones that I had that were accessible that I could just grab and throw in. I mean, the simple ones. I'm looking up there because there was a lot of them up there in that section. Where I keep like Deliverance and stuff like that. For some reason, a lot of my Warner Brother titles are over there. I had no problem. No problem whatsoever. So I do not know what is going on. I do not know. My theory is the kid is either keeping his movies in a temperature that is not good for them. Maybe he's keeping them in the I know if you put VHS tapes in the basement, you get rot, you get mold, you get on. So I mean, common sense. You don't keep stuff like that in the basement where it's going to get mold and rot. Okay, you would keep it at room temperature, and you would take all of my stuff that I own. I have them in plastic sleeves. They're all very clean. That I don't put fingerprints on. They're all handled by me. I do not know what happened to this kid's discs. I feel bad if this is true, but I also looked at the thing and I'm like 41K or whatever views. So obviously him and the other guy were like roping people right into this thing. People like, and I was roped in myself. I was watching it, and it got me all nervous, it got me all panicky, and now I'm hunting for my Superman collection, and I'm grabbing my dog. My Dog Day Afternoon was like right there, right on the side. But I have Dog Day Afternoon on Blu-ray, so in my head, that's where I went to first. I was like, you know what? If something's wrong with Dog Day Afternoon, I don't care. I got the Blu-ray anyway. But there was nothing wrong with it. It was perfectly fine. As far as the first Superman, no color change. Everything was perfectly. It was exactly the same way as I remember watching it when I first purchased it in that box set. So I don't know what he's talking about, but I guess that's some kind of baiting of click or something like that. I don't know. Please comment below if you have ever encountered disc rot or if you ever even heard of disc rot, or even if you think that this is a thing, or if you think that this is like a clickbait thing where I mean, the kid got, I can't get 4.1K viewers. You know what I'm gonna put in the title of this thing? Disc rot. That's it. A DVD disc rot, Warner Brothers disc rot. So I'm gonna put in the title. I'm gonna see if I get 4.1K things in, but they're still gonna be unboxings. I'm still unboxing. Now, so I'm not clickbaiting nobody, but I'm talking about the disc rot that I have not encountered. Okay. Bottom line is, physical media is physical media. You got to care for your physical media. You don't put fingerprints all over it. You keep the stuff at a decent room temperature. You're not going to stick it in a room that's 150 degrees, and you're not going to stick it in a room that's 10 degrees. You know what I mean? You're going to keep it at room temperature, and you're going to care for your stuff. I will also throw out there that I take such good care of my stuff that the heat in this room is not even turned on during the winter. It is like a very comfortable 65 to 70 degrees in here at all times. I might be chilly or cold, but my physical media is safe, okay? I care more about my physical media. I can put a blanket on, but my physical media cannot, okay? That's the way I think about it. So my physical media is cared for. It's taken care of. So maybe these people are not caring for their discs properly. Maybe these are finger grabbers. You know what I mean? Like I remember back in the day when I used to leave DVDs out for my children, especially the kids' titles. You know, you have fingerprints all over them. The kids be handling, putting them back in, and then I put a stop to all that. I'm like, no more of that. No more scratching discs, and no more fingerprints, and no more none of that stuff. I will handle everything myself. So now everything is from the middle hole, you know, dropped right into the holder. And I also want to add that the old DVD players from back in the day, they also took the discs a little bit differently. Now the ones nowadays, you know, you kind of, before you used to have to kind of slide them in. It was almost like a CD player in the car. They would suck the discs in or whatever. No, nowadays the tray opens up, you put it right in, you got no problem. So maybe there was some kind of issue back in the day. I don't know. Maybe this kid lives in a swamp. I have no idea. So I got some stuff. This one came from the Goodwill from Easter Seals, Miami Valley, from Ohio. Easter Seals, Miami Valley from Ohio. Isn't that a I mean, if it's from Easter Seals, Miami Valley, why would it be in Ohio? I do not know. Another addition to my Adam Sandler collection. I picked up a copy of Adam Sandler in You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Yes. I gotta tell you, I picked this up for the first time in the Dollar Tree bin. When it was the Dollar Tree, before it became the $1.25 plus tax, plus $5 things, plus $10 things, plus whatever the hell we want to charge you for at the Dollar Tree. So it's no, there's a change your sign, Dollar Tree, because you're not the Dollar Tree anymore. Now you're 5 and below and above. Okay, that's what you should call yourself. 5. Why don't you just call yourself Walmart? Because that's pretty much what you turned into Dollar Tree. You're not even $1.25 anymore. But I picked up the DVD copy of this multiple times because they released one DVD which had the unrated extended version and a second DVD that had the theatrical version. And knowing me as the completist, I wanted to see the theatrical and I wanted to see the extended unrated edition. But in Blu-ray fashion, if you buy the Blu-ray, you get both versions on the Blu-ray disc, and you get some bonus features and everything. So I'm pretty much right now just upgrading my Adam Sandler collection, my Stallone collection, and my Schwarzenegger collection. That's what I'm doing right now. So that's where we're at. Clocks and Rigs, which if you know what Clocks and Rigs is, it's Shout Factory / Scream Factory. Okay, let's see what I got. This is a single disc. I did not come in a box, so therefore it must be something a little odd. It's okay. Copy of Unlawful Entry. Yes, this was the very sought after. Only 500 made or 5,000 made. Listen, they made only 5 something or 3 something, whatever, of Unlawful Entry. But then what happened was, I was watching my friend there, Richard Diaz. There, I watched. He's one of my YouTube personalities that I enjoy watching. He updates me on my Blu-rays and stuff like that. He's never told me anything about any DVD rot, but you know, maybe I should contact Mr. Diaz, see if he knows about it, since he seems to be a master and a pro at DVD, Blu-ray, 4K collecting. But Unlawful Entry was released, and there was a limited amount on the Scream Factory / Shout Factory site. For some reason, this was a Shout Factory Scream Factory exclusive. You could only buy it on the site, and they sold out in a matter of like a couple days. Now, what got me was that when I went on to eBay, I'm like, so I was kind of kicking myself because I saw this when it first came out, and I was like, I was saying I saw it for sale, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna pay $35, whatever it was, for unlawful entry. I didn't think the movie was that great. You know what I mean? I thought it was okay, but not $35 okay with no poster and no nothing. I didn't get no poster or anything. Um, but then after they sold out, I started seeing the flippers selling this thing for a ridiculous amount of money on eBay. And I was kicking myself a little bit. I'm like, I feel a little stupid. Then, so I just waited. I waited. I put in my cart thing there, my little search thing there to see if I would get one for around $35 or $30 because that's the comfortable rate for me because that's what they were selling it for on Shout Factory, Scream Factory. And what happened was Richard Diaz comes on and he's like, "Oh well, what Shout Factory is going to do is they're going to re they're gonna produce more. They're gonna make more because they're in popular demand." So I'm like, "Well, that wasn't very limited." I mean, so much for a limited edition. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Hey, listen, I'm happy because I was able to get a title that I wanted. I didn't have to pay to flip a price, but not really limited edition anymore. Now is it now Shout Factory / Screen Factory? I guess when people open up their wallets and they slinging around the money, you'll call up your producers and like print me out another 2,000, 4,000 more because supply and demand. People want these things, so we can make another $35 before the flippers go make $60 to $100 on each one of them. So yeah, Unlawful Entry, starring Kurt Russell, Ray Liotta, and Madeline Stowe. I saw this on VHS a long time ago. Haven't seen it because I can't even tell you. It's probably really good. So this seems to be a Saturday afternoon movie to watch with my wife. That's what I would say. That's where I'm going with that. Next one we have here is from Dream Books Company, from Denver, Colorado. All right, Dream Books Company from Denver, Colorado. And we have another Adam Sandler title, which is an upgrade of Just Go With It, starring Jennifer Aniston. Yes, the very much hated by women, Jennifer Aniston. Yes, they for some reason she did that Leprechaun movie, and women hate her. I have no idea why. I mean, I thought she was like the Friends American sweetheart, but you go and do a movie about a killer leprechaun, and yeah, women hate you. Okay, I guess that's what it is. I, on the other hand, I kind of like Jennifer Aniston, and I absolutely loved her in Leprechaun. And I have not seen this movie yet, so this is an upgrade. I do own this on DVD, but I never had a chance to watch it. My wife watches these Adam Sandler like love story movies or whatever. I thought Adam Sandler lost a little bit of something at a certain point in his career. I want to say it's around the time when he started doing serious movies. I think when comedians or comic presences or whatever when they start to try to do serious movies, you kind of I kind of get like okay, Robin Williams was able to pull it off. Okay, I thought Robin Williams did a great job at The World According to Garp and the other serious movies that he did. Okay, but for some reason Adam Sandler, I have not seen Uncut Gems yet. I hear Uncut Gems is great. Okay, I've not seen that yet, so don't comment below. We haven't seen Uncut Gems. He was great in that. I hear he was good in it. But I don't know. When I see Adam Sandler, I think a comedy. I'm sorry. I think a comedy. Just like Jim Carrey. When Jim Carrey started doing serious movies, I kind of backed up a little bit. I'm like, well, I like my Jim Carrey making funny faces and doing all kinds of stuff. I don't want to see him doing horror movies or doing these strange psychological thrillers or whatever. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, there was a part in Adam Sandler's life. I forgot. I tried to think of a movie that there was a Criterion collection of it and everything, and I do own it. Like I think it was like funny. Was it Funny People was one of them? That was kind of like, wow, you got a whole Modge Podge of great comedians in here, and yet this is kind of a depressing movie. And then the other one was I got the cover like stuck in my head, but I ain't gonna remember it. But it's got just a picture of Adam Sandler's face, and the back is all white, and it's like it's a very sad, depressing movie. I don't know. And the last thing I got here is from. Whoa, it's from hitting the floor. It's from let me see. This is a Amazon fulfillment. Now, I will tell you, these are CDs. I didn't want to end it with CDs. I hate ending things with CDs. I know how you guys are kind of like CDs. But that's what I ordered. Yeah, I'm still buying CDs. Listen, I'm a physical media guy, so hopefully my CDs never get CD rot. Okay, I keep mine in the room out of the sunlight. Matter of fact, the windows are all blacked out in here. The heat is at 65 to 70 degrees. If this isn't like the vault of keeping things safe, okay, and not so they don't get full of rot or whatever, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? It's like just a perfect amount of heat in here. Perfect amount of sunlight coming from the outside when I open the door, and that's it. That's it. Okay, 3 titles on CD, and comment below. Just comment below what you think and what you don't think. First one I felt like I had to grab was Tina Turner, Queen of Rock and Roll. Since the passing of Tina Turner, I have purchased everything that I possibly can in a super deluxe form. Okay, I won't buy the single discs of her because for some, you know how it works. When somebody passes away, they dig into the archives and they release like these super deluxe editions, and it just doesn't make any sense for me to go buy a single disc, one disc of the original CD that she had back in the Columbia House BMG days. You know what I mean? So I've been waiting for these little box sets to come out, and I purchased in every single one. So this one is actually called The Queen of Rock and Roll. What sold this for me is celebrating 50 years of Tina Turner and her legendary solo career. Includes all of her biggest hits across 55 incredible singles on 3 CDs, plus a brand new version of Something Beautiful. Now, what I thought was cool on this is that it's got a lot of covers on it. It's got A Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. It's got Acid Queen. That's her song, but it's from the Who movie there, Tommy. Let me see if I can throw out a couple of them. But it also has her stuff on it. Like We Don't Need Another Hero from Thunderdome, Mad Max. Let me see here. Breaking the Rules, Paradise High. Yeah. So it's her greatest hits album, but it also has a lot of stuff that was kind of rock covers. And who doesn't love a good rock cover of anything? And the next one I'm going with here is actually, this is a Blu-ray, so I probably should end it with this one. It's a 2 CD Blu-ray pack of Live at Wiltern, I hope I'm saying that right, the Rolling Stones. So that way I can watch the concert and I can listen to the concert. Okay, I'll literally take the CDs, download them onto my iPod, which I still got an iPod. I have several iPods, about 10 iPods, maybe more. And they all have different categories: rock, R&B, whatever, classic rock. But this also has the concert in it, so I get to watch the concert and I get to download the CD on with the rest of my Rolling Stone stuff. This is actually a 3 CD set, well, 2 CD set and 1 Blu-ray set. So yeah, this came out and I had to pre-order that. And then the last one that I'm going to show, and then I'm going to wrap this up, is this cool little thing that they've been doing lately with Alice Cooper. If you're an Alice Cooper a fan, he's been re-releasing all of his albums in these really cool record replicas, okay, in CD form. Now, listen, if I was a record guy, number one, I'd be completely broke because records are very expensive, extremely expensive now. So I have no ambition to switch all of my CDs over to record. I did that back in the day with cassettes. I turned all my cassettes over to CDs, and that cost me an arm and 10 legs. So I'm like, I'm not doing that with the records. I'm not doing it, because originally I started with the records, and then I went over to 8 tracks, and I went over to cassette tapes, and then I went over to CDs, and that's where I'm staying. I'm not going any further than that. I still prefer digital over the record. I mean, now don't get me wrong, you record collectors. I love the sound of a record. I like the little skippy sounds, and I love the fact that you scratch it once and you're pretty much destroyed. But I'm not getting into that right now. I'm not in this age, in this state of the game. I'm not starting all over from scratch again. I'm not going back to the 70s and starting to buy records again. I'm sticking with my CDs because I have a strange feeling that this is what the media is gonna stick around later on in life, right? Records melt. Things happen. Something happens, or they get warped. Listen, they get messed up. Okay, but these are cool because this is the ultimate expression of all things Alice Cooper. The original album remastered, plus a live set from the Billion Dollar Babies tour, single version, and rare tracks. So you get a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have. Where's my Alice Cooper Billion Dollar Babies here? I keep Billion Dollar Babies right here. Okay, yeah. So this is my other Billion Dollar Babies, and literally, if you look on the back, it doesn't even have the track listed. I think this was put out by this was put out by BMG. It's a 2 CD set, and this is also a two CD set, but this does not have everything that is on this. So this is kind of like a little bonus thing there. Plus, if you open it up, it has the stuff that you would see in the record back in the day, which I think is cool. That's all the nostalgic stuff that I need for now. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hey, listen, watch out for your Warner Brothers DVD rock. Okay, listen, it might be a thing. It could be a thing. Then again, it could be a conspiracy theory. I have no idea. It could be clickbait. I don't know. I have not had any issues. I'm telling you, I've tried every Warner Brother title that the kid had on his list. No issue whatsoever on any of my stuff. So what he's talking about, don't know. But I will tell you that my Superman is good. My Dog Day Afternoon is good. And there was 2 other ones. I cannot even think of what the heck I put in there. He had some of the stuff that he had was like weird stuff though. I'll tell you right now, I didn't own the stuff, and I had no ambition to ever own the stuff. So I was like, I guess I made good choices, because if the only thing that goes is Superman and Dog Day Afternoon, I already have those on Blu-ray, so, and I have them on some of them on 4K, so they go. But I don't think they're gonna. I have a strange feeling that maybe a little bit duped. I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't think there's any. I don't think that there's not a such thing as your discs rotting, and I don't believe anything lasts forever. But I think if you take care of stuff and you keep it out of, the light, and you keep it in a safe, contained area with a decent temperature, and you care for your stuff, then you're not gonna have any issues. I don't know what happened to this guy's stuff, and the other guy that was endorsing him. I mean, the other guy that endorsed him, he really went above and beyond by actually showing like a still of the kid, and the kid was like this, holding up a copy of whatever he had, and he was like, "This guy saved my life," and I'm like, I'm like, how did he save your life? Okay, that's one question. It's like, how did this guy save you from what did he save you from? If it's gonna happen, he didn't save you from anything. It's gonna happen. So if you have Warner Brother titles and they're gonna get disc rot, and this is a fact, then it's going to happen. What did he save you from? If anything, he just pointed out what you should have known, but you probably didn't know because you don't watch any of the stuff that you have on DVD anyway, because you probably upgraded it like I did. I mean, I upgraded my my Dog Day Afternoon. I upgraded my Superman. I mean, so really, if they do rot, the DVDs do rot, I really don't care. But they haven't. They didn't. And with that said, I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.